So levy C, the alternative we looked at was just diverting the waterhead. This is coming at a fairly low cost. And that shows it right here. North of there on Highway 43, there's an existing culvert that connects the east and west side of that. So all we would do is build a berm in this ditch, allow that water to come down here, flow to the other side, and out the other side. So that's a relatively cheap fix. We also looked at, is that going to impact anything over here? And our analysis and Otomo's analysis said that there were no issues with diverting that flow over to here, that there was adequate capacity on that side.
That's up by the pool.
Yeah. So that seems like a fairly easy fix there.
But again, that berm affects those two structures, what is that, quarter mile away, a little more than a quarter mile away? Doesn't look like they're connected at all.
But we're just, taking some of that water that would normally flow all the way down to by levying the pump station, we're taking that out of the system.
This is on Center Street? Or where are we? North side of Rush Creek?
That berm?
This berm?
That's behind the water treatment plant.
Behind the water treatment?
Yeah.
But the two homes are,
Oh,
Yeah, they're
two
down on
homes
Center
are
Street.
they're on
down,
Center Street?
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the levee, Rush Creek is right
Okay.
here. Yeah, so the two homes are way down here, but, the improvement is way up to the north.
Okay.
And as Steve said, we tried to look at some of the same thing for some of the other watersheds, but nothing.
Them two homes, they're further back up.
It's up there around by WeWorld,
Yeah.
the two homes are up there, around that circle.
So that one, I think, is added on,
Yeah, this one?
that bigger, that one right there.
Yeah, and again, I don't know, don't quote me on this, but I think that was even one where, I think the floor was high enough, but the fact that there's waters against the side of the home, that would, kind of trigger the requirement for insurance. Yeah, so it didn't take much to solve that. So, that's levy C. Levy D, or the Brooklyn side, again, we looked at some of the same alternatives we did on A and B, new permanent pump station. Currently there's one pump that's dedicated to be on this side. We could improve or replace existing pump station, increase the ponding, use a larger portable pump or a second portable pump, or protect the low home. The costs there range from $40,000 to $640,000 on the higher end, which would be some of the portable pump stations. So the plan we're gonna do is put in a second portable pump and possibly, implement some measures here, around here to try and raise the grade of that low home.
It's an egress window, that's the issue with that house. And so you can landscape around that egress window and move the water away that should be effective. But as you can see, there's still a lot of other structures in that area that are impacted. So we think there's some additional mitigation efforts we want to take.
Yeah, the second portable pump will help lower that level, help, protect that home.
But that's the only one that's in question.
Yes. Although there were a lot more to begin with.
Right. So, bottom line, where we're at on all the alternatives is the levy AB, around the wastewater treatment plant, fertilizer plant. We were looking at doing the excavation near the wastewater treatment plant, and then purchasing a larger portable pump. And again, that cost is around the $395,000 range. Again, that assumes it's an independent project. Levy C on the north side, the watershed diversion, was about $10,000. Levy D, raising that land around the home. And if we assume that we take this cost here for AB, assumes we're purchasing another larger portable pump, and we're taking the existing one that's dedicated there and moving it to levy D. So if we do that, we don't need additional pumping capacity at levy D. We just need, we got kind of a nominal $1,000 thrown in there to kind of protect this egress window. So C and D we can do fairly reasonable. Then once this is all done, these maps and the data to support it would all have to be submitted to FEMA, and that review process would have to be done. So kind of looking, this is, you know, 431 is your kind of overall total budget level. We've got kind of a range in there. You know, these estimates weren't based on a final design, so we could get in and do soil borings and find something, or you know, that's.
So we got a total of 8 homes.
One there, yeah, 3.
Without the trailer homes.
Yes. Yeah. So you got one.
6.
One on, yes, 6. One on levy D. 2 on the north side,
That's 3.
and then 3 there.
6.
So 6.
6 plus the mobile homes.
Yeah. Plus, right.
And the fertilizer plant.
Right. So, yeah, if you look at it,
But there's many others that are really close.
yeah, you know, to protect this home, you gotta purchase a new pump there, move the pump over and
But
do
doing
something.
this work makes the ones that are really close better protected?
Yes.
Okay.
But again,
I just wanna find out when we do it.
we're planning for an event that is fairly remote. And so we have to keep that, you know, keep that in mind. Plus the fact that, you know, right now, we don't have any money to do any of this. So, but what this allows us to is to take the plan and to go back to the DNR, back to whoever else, and try to find some funds to start implementing them.
And if that doesn't happen, what we could do is pay the homeowner's flood insurance to be cheaper.
Yeah, well, in some cases, yeah. In case of levy C where you got 2 homes, that might not be the case. You know, in the case of levy AB, that could be the case. So it's kind of on an individual basis, or by the levy.
Sometimes there's funds for buying a home
Yes,
out
yes.
too, right? And so if it's an older home and not in very good shape anyway, that might be an option,
Mhm.
just to get rid of that.
But do they do that for interior flooding?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it's same flooding, so it's in the floodplain.